First thing you want to do is remove the nut from the Pitman arm. Hopefully that should come off pretty easily. If not, you may have to use a breaker bar. And then you need to have a special Pitman arm puller. And this part here might give you a lot of trouble. Once you put some tension on, like I have here, you notice that the Pitman arm is not coming off, so I'm banging it with a hammer, putting some more tension on it, banging it some more, and then finally I put the gun on it. You can see it's coming off. Just like that. I then proceeded to remove the 3 bolts that hold the power steering box onto the frame. Pulled those out, and Fedor gently lowered it down on a stool I had so it wouldn't be like forcefully hanging there. Before I removed the power steering lines, I used a fluid evacuator to suck out as much power steering fluid as I possibly can. And there's one bolt you gotta loosen up that holds the power steering box onto the U-joint shaft. And I'm just loosening it up now. Now I'm pulling the lines off, have a bucket down below to catch the oil. You use a pry bar once it's loose. I just pried on it, pried on it, pried on it. And then eventually just popped right out. I got the new power steering box and I'm slipping it up over the joint. It may go in easy, but once you get it in deep enough, then you need to tighten that bolt back up. Reinstall your power steering fluid lines. Make sure that they're tight. Once everything is connected, get the power steering box hoisted up to the frame. Make sure you got Loctite on all your threads. And reinstall the power steering box back in the Jeep. Once the power steering box is back into place, I'm reattaching the Pitman arm. You may have to have somebody inside the cab to gently turn the steering so you can get it aligned properly. Put the nut back on it, tighten her down with the impact gun. I used a breaker bar to really tighten the Pitman arm nut up. If you have a torque wrench, you can torque it down to the proper specs, add some power steering fluid, leave the cap off, and then start the vehicle and cycle the tires left to right to bleed it out. You may have to add fluid afterwards. And then finally, the last thing you may have to do is adjust the steering because the steering wheel may not be straight after the swap. But if you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.